When my wife, Sarah, asked to sit down with me one evening, I immediately sensed something was off. Her hands trembled slightly, and she avoided meeting my eyes. I assumed it was something minor, maybe stress from work or finances. Then, with a deep breath, she looked at me directly and said the words that would change everything. I'm in love with someone else. For a moment, I just sat there numb. The world seemed to stop spinning. I didn't shout or cry. Instead, a strange calm washed over me, and I quietly said, "Perfect!" Sarah's brows furrowed in confusion. She probably expected anger or heartbreak. But I didn't react as she imagined. I stood, walked to the kitchen, and poured a glass of water. That single word, perfect, hung in the air, leaving her completely speechless. For years, I had been the one trying to fix our marriage. I ignored the late-night texts she hastily hid, the sudden girls' trips, the coldness creeping into her voice. Deep down, I knew something was wrong. Her confession didn't destroy me. It only confirmed what I had long suspected. And strangely, it felt liberating. Sarah tried to explain, fumbling through excuses about how it just happened and how she never meant to hurt me. I wasn't listening anymore. Calmly, I told her to take whatever she needed and go to whoever she thought she loved. That night, I packed her bags, placed them by the door, and went to bed without another word. She left quietly, not realizing that walking out was the greatest gift she could have given me. The weeks that followed were oddly peaceful. The silence in the house didn't feel empty. It felt cleansing. I focused on work, on my health, and on reconnecting with friends I had neglected. My world, once consumed by her moods and lies, finally revolved around me again. About a month later, she appeared at my door. Her eyes were red, her confidence gone. She asked if we could talk. Against my better judgment, I let her in. Before she even sat down, she started crying. "It was all a mistake," she sobbed. "He wasn't who I thought he was. I don't love him. I still love you." I watched her carefully, trying to discern if her tears were real or just another performance. Part of me wanted to believe her. After all, we had shared years together. But another part remembered the sleepless nights, the doubt and the pain. "You said you were in love with someone else." I reminded her. Suddenly, that claim was now a lie. She nodded frantically, saying she'd been confused, manipulated, and scared, that what she said before wasn't real, just a phase. But the calm I had felt that night returned. "Sarah," I said gently, "it doesn't matter anymore, whether it was real or not. You've shown me who you truly are." Her face went pale. She reached for my hand, but I stepped back. I explained that I had already moved on emotionally. I wasn't interested in rebuilding something that had already crumbled. Love, once broken by betrayal, never feels the same. It becomes a shadow, familiar, yet hollow. She began to beg, promising anything, counseling, starting over, doing whatever it took. But her desperation didn't move me. It only highlighted how much peace I had found without her chaos. I told her she deserved to find her own path, but it no longer included me. After she left, I stood by the window, watching her walk away just as she had weeks before. Only this time, there was no sadness or anger, just closure. She had made her choice, and I had made mine. In the months that followed, I rebuilt everything she had broken, not by replacing her, but by rediscovering myself. I traveled, took up new hobbies, and even found myself smiling genuinely again. Sometimes, the most painful endings lead to the most peaceful beginnings. Sarah tried reaching out a few more times, but I never replied. I held no hatred, only gratitude. Gratitude that her confession forced me awake from a long illusion. She thought she had destroyed me, but in truth, she freed me from a love that had already died. Now, when people ask if I ever regret letting her go, I simply say, not at all. Because when she said, "I'm in love with someone else," and I answered, "Perfect," I didn't lose a wife. I gained myself.